All right, creeping around in the comments, and I figured I've got a couple things still processing, uploading. I make sure they're right. Pretty positive they're available to show, but this is this weird process I go through because I do it all kind of on the fly, hoping it all works, right? And then if I got to go back, blah 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 blah. Well, I thought I'd just jump into my comments for a bit and get a little work done here because I saw Mike. And Mike D said, I know this dude is the top of the tops, but that custom guitar is insane. There comes a point. Yes, but at the same time, I would agree with that up until I saw the Hydra. That's why I was saying I think that harp song. It seems like that was like the birth of that Hydra guitar, and Vi is almost normal compared to what is it? I think you could Dick Cavett, Zappa playing a bicycle or something like that. Uh crazy. Just straight up crazy. So Vi, I gotta believe coming up under Zappa is fairly well adjusted compared to some of that stuff I saw. So, I'm just saying. Now, do I think it's the triple neck, and I mean that thing had to weigh a ton, and you could tell that it had I think some effects driven through some of those switches. So you've got you know technology, which if you embrace, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not judging it anyway. And the weird thing, the reason we're here is because KBH 27 here was talking about Paul Gilbert and Buckethead and the kill switch, and yeah, Buckethead's a good example of taking that technology and ability, and I don't know much about him, but whatever I've heard, it's just unique and crazy, and I think that's amazing. So, I'm just saying, it's nuts, but it's certainly different, and I can use different all the time, right? Um, let's see what else we got going here. All right, from about 4 hours ago, we got Chris Brazil here talking about the pit. And yeah, unfortunately, these young bucks don't know about the true pit. And I think there's probably some underground stuff and some places where it still happens, but there's a direct line, right? The jumping up and down changed a lot, and I am from the school of thought that people who shouldn't have ended up in the pit tried to get in the pit, and not all activities are actually available for all people at all times. And, the pit became a bunch of people hopping up and down. Now, I'm sure there's still purists out there grinding away. DRI style. Into the pit. But I would agree with this comment very much so. And also, still about 4 hours ago. David, thank you. That's actually, I have a good time, right? And it has nothing to do with anything else but being myself, which I think is what helps. When what you're really worried about is the bottom line, I think it's different. And the experience alone is the journey for me, right? Well, who knows what, when, why, how, who cares? This moment is well worth it. So thank you. And you take care. I appreciate it very much in the comments. Thank you. All right. And going back a little farther, about 5 hours from now, Andrew, thank you. I like just letting it all hang out, and sometimes it works. So, and that's the truth. I might not be right. I might not be wrong. It might not matter, and it could be for entertainment. But being true to oneself is right. It should come out. It shouldn't come out prepackaged for mass consumption. I think that's, you know, a lot of us have went out there and had watered down drinks or pre-manufactured meals. A little, a little something more homegrown, which works really good outside of 420. Yes, the homegrown is hit and miss, so yeah, it's debatable there. Maria, I'm gonna be true to myself, and that is when the magic happens, and that's we're just gonna keep being what we're being. And thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. Much love, respect. Let's go on. Oh, wonderful! Now, Grumpy, it's been a while since I've seen you. That's true, because I haven't been able to get back. I have so many comments I haven't answered, and this is not sucking up. I I Grumpy's being Grumpy's self, and I understand. It's been a while. No, Grumpy, it's not that I'm ignoring you guys. It's just I. So the problem is that's all fun, but it's hard to be myself over on some of that music. And if I'm gonna be here as just a hobby, because I'm never gonna be able to rely on subscribers. The channel doesn't make anything. It's a part-time job. I decided this is all just a hobby. Now, let's see, is there anything in there I can pull out? Paulo. I think I have Paulo in my in my list, so I'll see. Now this isn't sucking up. I can't make any promises, but you have to understand a lot of it has to do with I I wasn't I couldn't become an all. I got to be able to talk about the real world and not just you know other stuff. I know Angie's been really busy. She's focusing on her gig work and stuff like that. So that's why we don't basically we don't get to do hardly any couples no more. It just didn't pan out for us. Um, all of the fun we were having, we couldn't turn it into anything because of me. So I mean, I'm the problem. Just so you know, it's me. Uh, I'm not commercially viable, Grumpy. So if I'm gonna be here, I gotta stick to my the bus riders who watch every single reaction. Um, and I know I'm sorry you don't subscribe. I hope you find something every now and then to bring you back. But it was nice to see you, Mike. Come on now. Grumpy's grumpy. We just roll with it. I'll be back. Okay, and one more time out there to Pam. Thank you for joining along. And the T2, what the deal is T2 showed up on a Upchurch. He featured on an Upchurch tune, and just like Webby, I like doing some stuff from the people featured on our favorite artist song, not just our favorite artist. It kind of spreads the goodwill out there. As always, totally believe the subjective nature of art, right? So I mean, not everything's going to be everybody's speed for sure. That one, it was. I liked it. I liked it, but just because I liked what it got me talking about and crazy stuff like that. So just wanted to acknowledge that, and oh, and there is a lot of competition. That's why every now and then I'm trying to think about how could I turn this into something, because you always hope for more. And it's funny because I just got done with Grumpy's comment there, and I know I could have grown the channel a certain direction. But the scary part of that is I tried to explain, I wouldn't that's not the living I would want to make. I don't just because a job pays me well doesn't mean I would want to do it. I've walked away from all the top paying jobs I've ever had because something went not the way I felt, that fed me the human being, and the wallet is not me. That's what's clear now. So I mean, nah, whatever. You know what? I used to be a gamer. So I used to spend a lot of time playing video games. Now I'm spending time doing this. Either way, this is way more fulfilling. So, all right, let's get a couple more. How long? 10 minutes? Yeah, let's get a couple more. Oh, Patrick from about 21 hours ago. Yeah, some of my stuff's unlisted. It's because I did Rich Man's World once before and never want to try to double down or like exploit something. It was probably just to get my honey uh, watching it. It's a the thing is it turns out I stopped chasing the clicks a long time ago. I'm grateful when people find stuff and if they find some value in it. I constantly get reminded that I'm not commercially viable anyways, so there's no sense, trying to force it out and down anybody's throat. And then right above this, Amy, that's pretty sad when people go out and do that. I don't understand. Yeah, that's too bad. I don't know if I didn't have any issues. I had a misunderstanding, and that's good. So I don't think I've had any flags or anything. Hey, you never know. I'll run my mouth and there it'll happen. So, oh, Crusader from a day ago. Ooh, I want to be somebody. I think is on the channel. Hold on. Ooh, Crusader. I'm glad I got to see you. This will probably come out in the morning because I got Tommy coming out last tonight. So, yeah. Hold on. Sorry, Kevin. No, I'm not gonna change our format because like I said, I tried to explain yesterday, I thought I commented. The focus is actually the goofball stuff we're saying. The artists are much respect to all artists, but we don't exploit artists, so it's not the main focus. It's shared attention. So I always point out that the links are up here usually. My point, Metal Crusader, I want to be somebody is literally, Ange and I did that. Yeah, it's there, right here. There you go. Got a bonus and I didn't even have to work hard. Yeah, that Ninja Nisu is kind of like Sabbathy, doom metal-y. It's all awesome. Mike, I apologize. I'm going to leave that one for tomorrow. But yeah. That's about it. I think we're going to wrap it up with that for today. Let's see. Oh, yeah, there we go. So that's what I was waiting. That's why we're here, right? We're just to see. Way, there you go. Good to go. Our day makes it up in completion. So that's yesterday I'm talking about. I'll put this up in the morning. And we'll go from there. I hope you all have a wonderful day. I'm going to do the same, or at least attempt to.